Welcome back. This is David Lucas within the news. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Nancy Pelosi as the next American president. Stay tuned. Tonight, we're discussing Nancy Pelosi, the House Speaker. What if she becomes the next American president? I think that would be the worst nightmare for Donald Trump. But let's consider, is this even a possibility? Well, in fact, it is. The next election in November with Donald Trump and Joe Biden is just around the corner, about 5 months away. Right now, Joe Biden is leading in the polls. With all suggestions and everything else that Donald Trump has been saying recently, he's been saying that the election is rigged. And he's setting it up to throw the election out. Here's the thing. An American president can concede and turn over the reins to the next preceding president. Or he cannot. He can decide that he will not concede, even if he loses the election fair and square. He can say that the election was rigged and that he won on false pretenses. Well, in that event, the Constitution says that if the president, the sitting president, does not concede by January 1st of the following year, which would be January 1st of 2021 for us, then the House Speaker would become the nation's president. In the event that Donald Trump does not concede his presidency to Joe Biden, should he lose, I've composed a list of things I would want Nancy Pelosi to do. And here's my list. The first and highest thing on my list is I'd want Nancy Pelosi to cancel all our student loans. Forgive our student loans. We've always forgiven banks and the stock market and businesses and corporations. We've always bailed them out. Bail us out. Pay off all of our student loans. And the American people have enough in the Treasury to do that. The second thing I'd ask her to do is have a real COVID-19 plan. A plan that includes testing, tracking, monitoring, and quarantine for people who are sick and ill and need to be in the doctor's care without having to pay extreme fees for their protection. Number 3, no more SuperPACs. We're sick and tired as the American people of paying or having corporations to pay for votes. Corporations run our nation right now because they're giving millions and millions of dollars to these politicians, and we are never represented truly by the politicians. Further, I'd like for Nancy to pursue foreign interference into American elections. We know that it's true. It's been confirmed by the CIA, and I'd like to see that stopped. And last but not least, I'd love for there to be some type of health care for all. I'm not sure if that's going to be Obamacare or what that's going to look like in the future. But many nations are able to protect their people to have a fundamental and primary health care that represents all. Listen, I know this is a stretch that Nancy would become the next American president, but I want you to consider something. Does Donald Trump seem like the type of president that would concede if Joe Biden were to beat him in the next election? If not, that would tie us up for another 2 months with Donald Trump as the sitting president. If it should go on to January and this thing is handed over to Nancy Pelosi and she can make the decisions, wouldn't you want to send her a note and say, these are the things that are important to me? Because I think with her leading the country, at least for a short time, she could get much more done than Donald Trump has done in the last 4 years. I created this platform so that we can have discussions and provoke thought. You don't have to agree with me, but I know we're the next leaders of this country, and I think we can do it better than the previous leaders we've had. So if you like the content of my channel, please subscribe and join the conversation. Thanks for being here. See you next time.